Alright, welcome to Falcon Blues TV. Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 2. Yesterday at Goodison Park. I didn't bother doing it last night because what's the fucking point? As usual, on the back of 3 really good results, 3 good draws against, strong opposition, Everton go and capitulate at home just to, Merry Christmas. A team there just didn't look like they'd played together before. They didn't look like they'd even seen a football in some cases. Gutless, spineless. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. That first half was just an utter shit show. The whole game was a shit show, we know this. Like I said, I didn't do a video yesterday because I had a young toffee with me instead of Paul. So Carter, nice one for joining us, mate. I hope you enjoyed the game, even though the result was shit. Just players in general, just either not asked, completely disinterested, or just don't have a clue what to do with the football. Doucouré, Mykolenko, Jack Harrison, Tarkowski. Jesus Christ, I'm surprised he wasn't even sent off yesterday. That tackle off the touch from when Pickford gives him the ball. Pickford rolls the ball to him like it's a hand grenade, and his second touch takes it away, and then he's got to go in and he's got to dive through Chris Wood to get the tackle, and ends up with a yellow card. And he was probably lucky not to stay on the pitch. Just a midfield that just isn't interested. No one wants to move for the ball. Mangala is making these runs across the midfield, and no one wants the ball. Doucouré just ran round in a big circle, getting in everyone's way and passing to everyone who wasn't in a blue shirt. Iliman Ndiaye, I don't know what the lad's got to do. He's literally running his arse off and trying to make something happen, but no one in front of him wants to know. No one near him wants the ball. The less said about Jack Harrison, the better. That's got to be the fucking shittest first half of football I've seen from a winger in a long time. It was just pathetic. Every touch went to someone in a red shirt. There was just nothing about him. And we all screamed to get Lindstrom on, and he did no better in the second half. There's no one putting a cross in, no one trying to put their foot on the ball and trying to make a forward pass. I'll go back to Doucouré there, and he can't pass a ball 5 yards. He can't pass a ball to a man in a blue shirt. It's not fucking difficult, mate. But then you're running and you're getting in everyone's way. You get into spaces and you're in between the defender. You're in between Mykolenko, the defender, and whoever's trying to pass the ball. You're just in that way and you're not giving anyone any space. You're coming out to the wing, but then trotting back. It was just baffling. The first goal was completely outdone by a typical Everton long ball. That's how you play it. Header, bit of head tennis. But I think it was at Langer and Chris Wood. And it's a great finish. It pulls Tarkowski way out of position, so Pickford's got to come out. So goals wide open for him. It's just, that's how you do it. We can't do this. We can play a long ball, but then Calvert-Lewin and Broja in this instance is winning the header, and no one's near him. No one's near him within 20 yards. So what's he meant to do? I keep saying this. I keep saying this. Calvert-Lewin's getting all this grief for, winning the ball, but then there's no one around him. It's an absolutely thankless task. But suddenly now, suddenly Broja gets thrown into that, and now everyone should finally see that being a striker in a Sean Dyche's team is a thankless, pointless. I don't even want to say the word thankless. A pointless task, because there's fuck all getting given to them. They're feeding off scraps. Broja's just seen that there, and he's probably wondering what the fuck he was doing. Why wasn't he playing in a role further back the way he was at City or at Chelsea, or at Arsenal, but he's able to run at defenders instead. He's having to win headers for fucking nobody. Typical fucking Everton. The second goal, which was coming, because we pressed, and that's what happens when Everton press. We get punished. And again, it's a terrible ball from Decore, absolute hospital ball to Mykolenko, who's on his heels. He's not even looking at it. But then, you know, even Tarkowski's jogging back. There's nothing there. The biggest one there was Jared Branthwaite having to run the length of the fucking pitch with the ball because none of the midfielders are picking it up. No one wants it. He's having to run. No one's even trying to take the ball off him. He's still making this run, and he ends up on their byline. That's how far down the pitch he got, and not one player got near him for the pass. He gets tackled and loses the ball. It wasn't a penalty. You shouldn't even look at it as being a penalty. But the fact is, he's had to do that, and he did that time and time again. He did it plenty of times in the second half as well, where he was on the far end of the family enclosure, and he was literally at the Gladys Street. Mykolenko standing there looking at him going, well, I don't know what to fucking do. There's no overlap between the defenders and the fullbacks and the wingers. There's no one talking to each other. And yes, it's also on the players. It is 100% on the players because they're fucking thick as mince. But Dyche has got to take a lot of responsibility for this. He come out and said the players did the opposite of what I asked. Maybe ask the opposite of what you don't want them to do and see how that goes. But honestly, just a calamitous shit show. And I think, you know, the whole thing with Sean Dyche now, he has had 3 great results. Let's not spin it any other way. But this was a game that Everton could have took themselves to the next level and the next step and gone, okay, we'll get a good result here against Nottingham Forest and we'll push on. Forest have been playing absolutely superb football, but I think we made them look better than they were. I think we just don't take it to teams. We don't attack. We just don't. The difference changed when Calvert-Lewin, Beto, come on, and Patterson, who can actually put in a ball. And then Lindstrom and Patterson are working together in a little bit of a triangle there. And that was working really, really well. You know, Calvert-Lewin's coming across. Broja was still having to come deep and get the ball at the midfield because the midfield is offering nothing. There's nothing being offered. So what is the plan? You know, what do you change? I can't see Decore. I don't want to see Decore again. I don't want to see Jack Harrison again. But there has to be something. I think Patterson has to start at right back to get rid of Mykolenko as well. Ashley Young at left back. And how mad is that saying Ashley Young at left back? You know, we should be doing much better than this team makes out. This team on paper can take it to any other team. We just don't. We're dreadfully missing Dwight McNeil. Hopefully he's back for Bournemouth at the weekend, because Bournemouth will see a scalp. Bournemouth will be like, Bournemouth aren't playing well as well. You know, they're playing exceptional. They're up there because they're scoring goals and they're making things happen. Everton aren't. If he goes there and goes for another draw, then he needs to be gone. And that's the start of January. Get him gone and get someone in who actually wants to play an attacking team, not someone who's happy to sit back at home at Goodison Park. You don't fucking sit back at Goodison. We've got players capable, but you're not giving them the instruction to do it. So fucking sort it out, Dyche, or go, because I think everyone is done with this manager. I honestly don't know what the next step is. I don't know who I want. I just know that he needs to either shape up or shit out. Simple as that. Either come in, do a job, sort this mess out. You've sorted the defence out brilliantly. We can always give you all the credit in the world for that. But you need to get players up the pitch. You need to get these wingers overlapping and understanding what an overlap is. The fact that we've gone from Luca Dean and Leighton Baines and Stephen Pienaar to Mykolenko just fucking sums up how bad the last 4 years have been. We've just gone rapidly downhill with players who can't overlap, who can't cross a ball. It needs fixing. Thelwell's got a lot of work to do. The TFG have got a lot of work to do. Fuck it. I don't know. I've just ranted for 10 minutes and I feel better now anyway. So let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you're all doing well. Bournemouth is on Saturday. Up to fucking Toffees, Colin Chong. Whatever.